It's like I'm seeing all the blue skies, and I'm walking on the edge tonight. It feels so right, and I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Rebecca Rainier.
Okay, we are hard at work. Mary Helen, Dara, and I are going to do this first segment. While we do it, Erica White, raise your hand, Erica. She's back there preparing her segment. See, that's how we do in the kitchen. Everybody has, it's like a real kitchen,
like at
right?
home. It's
It's
like
not
at
like a
home.
TV kitchen. My name's Rebecca Rainier, by the way, and like I said, I have no control over the show, and that's the way I like it. So, Mary Helen Dara, Mother Mayhem, is here today.
Yes, I am.
And your idea.
Last time I checked.
You are here. I'm seeing you. We're not tailgating at the field. We are tailgating at home. Really, mostly that's what we really do.
Yeah,
Right?
but oh my goodness, if you have a chance to get a red Solo cup in your hand and hit the pavement and see the band go by, highly recommend it. But
Sure.
you know, the one great thing, the consolation, is that if you're not there to have the real deal, you can have more savory items to please those couch quarterbacks.
Couch quarterbacks.
And
That's
we have
what
a
we
lot
call
of them in our family. So.
For sure. Okay, so we have a lot of ideas, so I want to kind
Oh.
of get right
yeah,
to
we
it.
have to get right
And
to
this
it.
is a
'cause
little bit more
we've got stuff
refined
going
than the
going through.
normal. I mean, than
Yeah.
the normal tailgating kind of thing.
It is, it is.
The first one you got, you want to do the goat cheese
yeah,
mini
let's do
peppers?
these.
Okay.
These are, no, it's so funny. I just, you know, mom on the run, grab the tricolored. These things are industrial size. I have never seen.
Those are the not mini.
Like the Arnold
the maxi
Schwarzenegger
mini.
of pepper. Yeah. So it's like, I am big. I
But
am
you
here.
can use those little ones that
That's
you get in
what
the
you
bag
want,
too.
and then it's so
Okay.
nice when you use this. These were the little ones in the bag. I mean,
Oh
I
my
think they're like
gosh.
mutants. I think they must have been raised by a nuclear power plant or
I was just
something. I
thinking
don't
the
know.
same thing.
By the way, I saw a sign. It's right outside a nuclear power plant. Exceptionally large gourds, and I'm like, I don't think we're going there,
Oh,
kids.
goodness.
But just got to stir my bacon here too. But anyway, we are going to get the peppers here, and we're going to drizzle them with a little olive oil. And I have an oven preheated at 400. And you know, if you have, I don't have the man to say, "Hun, why don't you stick these on the grill?" Because that's always a nice option. So instead, we roast. But you could, you know, you could get your guy to
Right.
get out there and get in front of a grill, and that's.
I can use the grill as well, but I do it behind his back.
Oh, I do
doesn't
too.
know.
But you know, when you've got so much going on, it's just easier to stick them in the oven when when it's
Okay,
just.
so then you put a
Just
little sea salt.
little sea salt, a little pepper. Now here comes the fun part. You get goat cheese. Goat cheese is just.
It is the best thing
It's
ever.
just, you could just eat that right out of
Right.
whatever you wanted to do
So
here.
you've got goat
this
cheese.
Is, yes, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking, but just like at home, this is what we do. Yeah, we've got goat cheese, and then we're going to add a little herb to it. But, you know, you could use whatever you want. If you want to spice it up, make it your own. You want to do, you know, cumin. You want to make it spicy. You want to, you know, whatever. I just choosing to make some fresh herbs. And we're going to, are you up to slicing and dicing
Sure,
too? Maybe
sure,
do
whatever
that.
you'd like.
And a little flat leaf parsley there. I've got a little thyme.
Okay, so this is how much goat cheese you got there. It looks like a container of it almost. There.
Yeah, it's
quite a bit.
Yeah, you can use. It says a half a cup, but you can use. I like, you know, I make for the masses, so there is more here. But I do have the recipe
Yes,
with
and we will
measurements.
Go to Full Plate on
Because-
Facebook, and we will link all these things. So when it's time for the show to go on, just go with us on Facebook, and we'll have tons of. There's going to be 4 recipes. So if you miss something, and I
Yeah.
know Mary Helen Dara speaks very fast, and so do I. So it's easy to miss something, right? We're fast talkers.
We are.
We
I
don't have
know.
time for slow talk.
No, we don't. Busy lives, you know, the kids. So, plus usually the average young adult's, you know, listening time is roughly, you know that.
They don't listen.
No.
They just don't
know.
listen.
So you've got to get it while you can there. But anyway, just chop some fresh herbs in here. And we're going to mix it around. Add a little pepper, salt. Now, some people have figured out the brilliant way of piping.
Right, you can do that. I have
can.
Iris Lauber. Remember her? She showed us how to put everything in a bag and squeeze it out.
Squeeze that bag. But you know,
In our case, we are just going to plop
we
it
are
in
going to
there.
plop, and isn't that, it's looking pretty.
It is looking pretty. It looks great.
And
it
you-
smells good too.
Yeah, and it's 400 oven, in about 15 to 20 minutes. And you want the cheese to brown, you know, just a little bit. You can tell when it's browning, and you can even take your little handy dandy tongs here and pick up a pepper, and if it's a little bit starting to get that wonderful golden color
Yeah.
on the bottom, that means you're really good to
Okay,
go.
so this is going to go for 15 or 20 minutes, and when I'll take it over the oven, and you,
A little more herb
my
here.
dear, are going to start the next idea.
I know, we're just whipping them out here, I'll tell you. It's
Colorful corn creations.
Yes, colorful
Okay,
corn
so the next
creation.
thing is a palate pleaser, according to Mary Helen Dara.
It is a palate pleaser, and what's great about this is that you can use it for, you could add a little bit of black bean and make it into a salsa.
Okay.
Or you could just have it as a side dish with our sliders that we're going to do shortly. So there's lots of options here. You can, and I have those written out for anyone that is interested. But so it's nice because it's just, again, great ingredients, just some bacon here. And that's always a good start in my house. You want to drain the fat off of it too, then once it's...
So she's taken the corn, she's decobbed it.
Yes, and I had a handy dandy trick for that, but we didn't get to see that.
That's okay.
But
But
I'll show you my
decobbed.
corn trick someday.
Some other time.
There's a Saturday night for you.
That's right. We're going over to Mary's to watch her
To
corn trick.
watch my corn trick, but we didn't get to do it because of time. But let's just drain this, because even though we love bacon,
We're trying-
back in the day, my grandmother used to save bacon grease, and then that's what we used for popcorn and
Right,
pudding.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Heart attack on a plate right there. It's amazing I'm still standing. So yeah, now we're going to put this corn in,
Oh, okay.
and
You also have some more pepper. You bought out the peppers.
I did, but it's so colorful.
It is
and
beautiful.
it's
I
fun.
love peppers. I can just eat like if I'm
And they're
about
very healthy for you. I mean,
if I need that crunchy feeling and I'm trying to stick to my whatever points or calories or whatever it is that day, a pepper is such the perfect thing.
exactly. So here we go. That's all.
You
there
also
is.
have a little bit of onion in there. Is that
I have
right?
onion, I have garlic, I have a poblano pepper, which it gives it a little bit of kick,
That is a little kick.
but not
Oh,
too
pretty.
not too much. So see, isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful.
And like I said, if you want to, I'm just going to use this today as a side for our sliders. It's just a nice little colorful
Kind of a
dish
salsa-y looking.
thing. But you can add a can of black beans or beans of your choice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can, or you can just, it's a great. And also tomato, which you can put a little of that in here too. And little cut tomato is always nice. And again, some flat leaf parsley. And yeah, you said you can make, it's, me, nothing turns out the same.
Right, with Mary's recipes, it's never the same food twice. But it's close enough.
how many people do I have living in my house? You never know what
That's
you're going to
right.
get.
That's
where,
right.
I felt like, it's body blocking the fridge. I'm like, now don't touch anything.
I know, Erica told us the same thing happened to her. She had some culprit ate one of her eggs for today. I'm like, ugh. Hey, so how much time do you put that on the skillet for?
Well, it's just a good, 8 minutes on a high if you're watching. You can easily simmer it and do it lower, but you just want things to be fused together, that bacon nicely cooked, that poblano pepper releasing all that yummy, and also, if you want, like I said, you can add onion to this, you could add red onion. There's so much that you can do. You could either make it very simple or really have it high combustion and have it be a focal point of whatever
Okay,
you're
and
making.
this definitely, I don't want
turn this
to
down.
run out of time for this because I love a caprese salad. I love it. So you've got an adorable little twist.
I do.
Because when you're tailgating, even if it's at home, you want it to be able to be something that you can hold, right?
Yes.
You don't always want to have a fork. You don't always have a fork. So this is a
and there's-
caprese that you call a portable caprese.
It is. It's portable. And again, you can do, I tend to make, I do, this by the way is the real deal from Rome. This is a nice aceto balsamico.
Awesome.
A balsamic vinegar and a little olive oil. You can reduce that and make that into a nice glaze to drizzle on your platter, and that would be fun too. So like I said, there are a lot of options here, but let's get on this. And
I'd like to see, what one looks
what
like.
order you care to do. I like to do a little cheese, a little
basil.
basil, and I like to do a little prosciutto, and you top it off with the Kalamata olive.
Listen, if that's not fancy, I don't know what is
where
fancy.
my cherry tomatoes are over there.
In the box?
In the box.
Hold
of
on.
course.
Okay, so
We forgot one little.
one little item. I'm
One little
rifling
item.
through the box. Here I come.
Voila.
Ta-da! Magic of
And
television.
this is my great grandmother's beautiful dish, you know, right here.
Handed down from generation to generation.
Watch out. Let it
To
out.
Ziploc.
There. Now you can cut these in half too.
Okay.
You know, I have big eaters. I mean,
But that
you know.
is beautiful and lined up on the plate.
It'll
It's
be
gonna
just absolutely gorgeous. Now, another thing I want to say, you can have your little mozzarella plain, which is tasty in its own right, especially if you do the balsamic olive oil glaze and
Okay.
drizzle.
And it's on here, like I said, full plate TV.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on today, so
We're gonna have all the
the
ingredients. There's no way you could remember this. All right, the final one:
all right.
lamb sliders with feta.
Yes.
From goat to feta.
Voila. See, that's very nice. And
All
like
right, we're
I
gonna
said,
put that
you're
to the
gonna-
side.
Yeah, and like I said, if you'd like, I don't know if we have time constraints here, but you just put, you know, usually about a little bit of oil, balsamic. The ratios are actually there, and you can just drizzle. I like to drizzle it on the bottom of the platter and then place those on top for a really nice
That
presentation.
looks gorgeous.
And then if you want, you know, just have some fresh herbs, and then there you go. I mean, it's
That's even
really
just, you get a sense of what
just
it
a
looks
little
like.
sense of what you're going on here.
Absolutely. Okay, so your fourth and final trick.
My fourth and final trick.
Okay.
Jeez.
Hey, I got an idea, Miss Mary. Look at that. We just did it in a small one. We have these little small ones. So we just, since we didn't have the time to do the whole plate, we just did it in the little one. See there?
Oh, there. And then if you take a little, like I said, I like to just gently heat the balsamic and olive oil to fuse it together, and then it reduces it more to like a glaze. But then you can drizzle the balsamic
Ooh, come on now, isn't that cute?
and a little olive oil, and you've got it going on. But I do like to do that. It's nice. It reduces it. It makes it a little bit of a thicker consistency, and it's
Stick
really
to the-
nice. It's
to the-
really nice.
Okay.
So,
All right, so your final thing is lamb sliders with
yeah, and again, this is so much fun. You can create. I mean, I'm just giving you
some
you know,
ideas, some
you're
baselines.
Yeah, you just received the ball. You gotta go down the
Gotta
field.
run with
you gotta
it,
go
huh?
run the field. It's your playbook here, but I'm giving you the basics. So yeah, you said you have lamb, which by the way is kind of pricey. So you can also substitute beef or
Ground turkey.
Right. And I don't know
Okay.
about you, but it's September, and 2 books for my college student cost $398.52. So you know, and I'm out of potty parts to sell. So I think we might be using ground chuck this weekend. But I like to use a little sage. Some people love cumin. I mean, again, you can make it, but with the feta, I do like the sage. And I put a little garlic. Here, I like the garlic salt. A little garlic salt
Okay.
and some pepper.
And this whole concoction is going to wind up going in a bun of some sort over
Right,
there,
you may
right?
use a slider bun, but
Okay.
with the feta and the kind of Mediterranean feel to it, I ended up getting some
pita
pita
looking-
pockets.
okay.
Now those are really nice if you warm them up too, just a little bit of a, you
That's
know.
good.
It's always
That's
nice to
very
have
good.
warm buns. There you go.
Ugh.
Here's my advice. But you can also use slider buns if you're not a fan of pita. There's some, you know.
It's sliders is kind of a football-y
It's,
thing.
it's personally up to you, but little onion, as you know,
And so
I'm such
you're
a good
gonna,
judger.
this is gonna go in the grill.
Yeah, now you at home, I think grilling is the way to go.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
really is. But
Are you doing patties of them?
we're doing
Okay.
sliders, which
Okay.
I don't know why. Is that like the most unappealing name that
Sliders.
I don't know.
I know. All right, so you're gonna put that on the pan, and we're gonna take a little commercial break, and Erica's gonna switch out, but we're gonna finish those during the commercial break. Does that sound like a plan?
It sounds like a plan.
Okay, because like I said, I got no control over this today, the way I like it. We're sliding through this show. All right, stay with us. Erica White's here. We're gonna make some tuna, and then we're just gonna relax after all this cooking. Stay with us. Think